Hi everyone, Joana here. So in today's vlog, I'm going to talk about sore throats. How we create our own sore throats, why did this manifest, and what can we do to cure ourselves? So as you probably noticed, I'm with a cold, and in the past 3 days, I've been with a sore throat. And I started this process of investigating where did it come from, and that's what I want to share with you today. So sore throats are emotions that get suppressed within us. So emotional reactions that happen within us that we avoid looking at, that we try to hide it from our own selves. And they get stuck. So in something that I didn't speak, I didn't direct, and it got stuck within me. And it's incredible to feel it as if there's something here in my throat and gets difficult to swallow. So I've started this process of investigating, okay, what is going on? Why do I have a sore throat? And some questions that my buddy asked me, which were really supportive to open these points up, was if there was anything in the past few days that created some kind of friction within me. And he's usually related to people around us, so family, friends, partners. And yes, I could identify a situation with my family where there was a bit of a turmoil within me that I preferred not to look at. So I could identify that that's where I suppressed the emotions. And now I started this journey of going back into that moment and to look at the emotions that I was experiencing, and that and now this time I will basically deal with them. So some of the questions that you can ask yourself if you happen to be with a sore throat is if there were any particular emotions that you have experienced. It could be either in relation to a situation in your life or any uncertainty that something happened, any concerns that are occupying your mind or creating any kind of emotions within you. Or as in my case, anything that happened in the last few days that kind of triggered something within you in your relationships. So I started looking into these emotions, and it was really, really cool because I was with my husband and I started talking about what happened. I went through basically the memory of being with my family, and I started, like, all those points started to come out. Even like I started speaking up what I was experiencing, and it was interesting that I was holding these thoughts back or these emotions back because I was ashamed of putting them out. So because I was in a safe environment with my husband, I started speaking up what was really going on. What were the thoughts? What were this kind of cloud that was covering me, and I was feeling so heavy inside with all of it. So specific words that I was speaking up, such as anger, sadness, shame, all of these words had so much energy that I started crying. It was like I was like bursting in tears because of everything that was coming up, and it was so intense. It was really, really interesting, this whole process of bringing that scenario back, and this time identifying, speaking up, being able to hear my own words, what I was thinking, what I was going through, and realizing that this happened in the past, but I suppressed. So I'm here not saying that I should have reacted to the people around me, but I can identify, I'm able to identify these emotions within me as opposed to suppress them, and eventually be able to direct them in real time. Because we are not these emotions, but these emotions exist within us and we keep feeding them. So what I've now started to do was to identify those emotions, like either with chats with people or just writing for myself. And I identify those words. It could be, in this case, guilt, comparison, fear. So, and I started the process of forgiving myself, of releasing this energy through my words, of understanding why I was getting that emotion, and basically coming to the awareness that these are thoughts, these are reactions within me that I am now taking responsibility for, and I can change who I am. So it's been kind of an interesting journey in these past few days. And when I was doing that exercise with my husband, where I was picking up everything that got stuck within me, I could sense in that moment that there was something being cleared in my throat. So this energy was literally coming out. And I started recovering, and this, I'm still walking through it. It's still very painful, but now I'm aware of how I created this sore throat, and I'm identifying those patterns. I'm gonna forgive myself, which I've started already, and I'll be able to change myself in real time so I can prevent these things from happening again. So it's really cool to see how my body is supporting me to look into what's happening within me, to be honest about myself as opposed to hide and suppress my own emotions. Cool. I'm also going to place some links in the description, so if you guys want to know more about this process that I was talking, it's really, really amazing how we can deal with this with our own minds in a very structured and supportive way. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.